you pilot your ship over to the nearest line and position yourself at the back of like just a huge collection. It looks like one line, but as you fly in, it's actually 4 lines. No, it's actually 12. Wait, maybe it's
God.
like 13? That one kind of splits off over there very rapidly. You are entering into one of the most complicated like highway systems probably in the multiverse. You're fairly intelligent and there's a lot of good signage, so you like but you're really on your toes as you're like, wait, take a left if you're bipedal. Okay, right. Go north if your crystal sphere has magic in it. Okay, yep. Go, south by southeast if you Gleepodorped yesterday. Well, I didn't do that. That kind of thing. Just a massive, Gleepodorping.
Raymond, what's
just
a
a-
Gleepodorp?
It's where the doohickey goes popped off the floopy-doo.
Oh,
And then you have to get a new floopy-doo to get with the better dingle hopper.
we didn't
And then
do
piece
that,
it together.
right?
No, of course not.
Oh,
We would not
okay.
be flying if we did that.
Oh, good. Yeah, of course not.
We'd
I
be
knew
skipping, you know?
that. Of course. Also, Aaron, you said go left if you're bipedal. Okay, it goes right.
How so? Oh, because you have such long arms, you mean?
Aaron, what does bipedal mean?
You have 2 legs. You walk on 2 legs.
You said go left if you are bipedal. Okay, go right.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
You can tell I've mostly got my mind about me. Shane, I'm slightly hungover.
Okay.
Only slightly. This like hover scooter flying security octopus is in front of your ship. I imagine like you can see it through the windshield and is like signaling to you that it wants to communicate.
Okay. I will make contact. Hello.
Oh my god.
Through the ship's intercom comes the like robotic emotionless voice of presumably this octopus going greetings travelers, this is go ahead.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding you. Could you say that again?
Raymond, something is wrong with the microphone. It's not coming.
Oh my god.
So I'm not gonna make those same sounds. The robot starts talking back to you in incomprehensible microphone chatter. It says something about as long as what you just said. Pauses for about 5 seconds, then like repeats the last 5 seconds of microphone chatter it made, as if it asked a question and is waiting for an answer.
Sorry. Raymond, do you have any idea what the creature said?
Not really.
Yeah, let me try communicating with it again.
All right, the octopus like eagerly nods in your direction and begins signaling like up and to the left with several of its tentacles. As you can see, like a few ships around you part out of the way, and it begins moving off in that direction on the hover scooter.
Should we follow or?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
You are approached by a number of other octopi on these motor scooters. One of which flies up, signals to you, and begins attempting to communicate in deep speech. Do any of you understand that? Or like you can recognize it's making strange noises, flopping its tentacles around in the same way that you've seen mind flayers do so.
As it does that, I will quickly cast tongues.
Yeah. Okay.
And through the I will save you the ear destruction as I convey it through the microphone system.
Right. These robotic octopi are able to both speak deep speech and speak garbled microphone. They can speak both together.
Nice.
Now, what that does mean is that through your tongues, although you understand the deep speech just fine, it's still coming through in garbled microphone speech. So you're still like really straining to parse what is being said in deep speech, but I'll say you managed to do it. It communicates to you, greetings, illithid travelers. When was your last... Why am I doing this voice for a robot? Greetings, illithid travelers. When was your last entry to our humble crystal sphere? Conveying.
We have the ship's log, so.
Right, okay. Ah, outstanding. What is the nature of your arrival?
What are we doing?
Transportation.
Understood.
So I'd like to argue for something, Aaron.
Uh-huh.
Grunk is a master of mathematics and logical arcane sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Programming is non-magical logical sequences.
Right.
I have done very well for myself coming from mathematics to programming.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Plus 3 worthy? No, I didn't do it professionally.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if Grunk were exposed to a terminal, he would probably just think it's some weird magic interface and wouldn't struggle all that much.
I can imagine him like needing to look at some examples of like fairly complicated code to understand like the language he's looking at. But
Right.
once he does, being fluent in it very rapidly.
I could just imagine him being like looking at like Python and being like, I've never seen these arcane scripts before. Oh, that's how that works. Oh, so
Scripts.
that's similar to this.
Mm-hmm. You call them variables, do you? Interesting. We call them arcane holding stones. Right. Okay.
So this is similar to a sigil stone. I see.
For loop? You mean Bixby's repeating incantation? I see. Okay. Anyway, as you were all beamed down along this hyperspace funnel, leading you to the surface of the planet itself. When I was describing it to Sam, I tipped my hand a little bit and just straight up called it Coruscant because that's what it is. Massive, completely interplanetary, covering every surface of the planet city. The planet is a like silvery gray sphere with no visible ocean or like whatever land surface may have once existed. It's just buildings. Beautiful like snaking round and grid-like patterns of major like hyperlanes, glowing green, illuminate the planet and make it look almost sort of like the spheres above your heads with strange blinking lights and like long illuminated segments.
Raymond, I'm concerned about locations here. I can't sense ley lines.
Well,
Everything is too parallel. Ley lines flow in a winding formation. This symmetry would drain them of their essence.
I don't think so.
Crazy.
Raymond, I'm telling you, I cannot sense them. I do not detect the presence of ley lines. Am I missing something?
I don't think there are ley lines.
No,
I don't think you're supposed to be able to sense them.
There have to be ley lines, Raymond. How would anything function?
Well, I don't really want to explain this. Don't worry, it works out without ley lines. You don't need them.
As you all make your way down to the surface, yeah, the there was a like a dense gray haze over the planet at first that as you descend you realize is actually just like huge amounts of traffic as ships of all types like fly around the surface and enter and leave from it. The mind flayer ships that you were like arriving along with, like you can see a variety of them in the air around you, some off in the distance as they all came out of like this similar uh, area of hypertubes leading down to the surface of the planet. But you can see as you begin to descend, just like a variety of like open docking ports in what seems to be a beautiful, pristine part of the surface of this planet-wide city. Like huge, towering silver structures in complex grid patterns rising out of the surface. Docking points just like the ones you saw at the previous planet you were at, where the ships would dock in the cities and pick up the zombified non-mutants. Like there's plenty of those around here, and you are sort of guided towards them, but not directly. Like no one is really directly interacting with you specifically, so you can fly wherever you want. But that's where like the ships around you are going. What do you do?
Where do you think we should go? Raymond,
Yes.
where do you think we should go?
That way.
Okay, I will follow your guidance.
Fair enough. All right, Raymond, do you pick a direction at random, or are you trying to head
Left.
somewhere in particular?
I
Okay,
don't know.
left. So yeah, let's say you go back, you meet up with Grunk there as he's like just finishing talking with the security bot and is starting to tinker with his own magical field, and you see him there.
Heyo. What are you
Ah,
working on? What are you talking to
Uh,
them for?
I was learning.
About what? Oh, electricity.
Yes, I'm
It's very cool, is it not?
sure. Let's go with cool.
So Laura's been wandering around for a while. She went and saw that power armor. She went and exchanged her cloak for some moderate value. She's seen a lot of other things that have tantalized her. Maybe she even bought like some ice cream or something for, a negligible amount. And she's been walking around for like a while. Now that she's decided to save up her money and has like mostly you've turned your perception away from always looking at like stuff you could be buying, and you're just kind of looking at the area around you.
Someone has like
Hmm?
an art of Adran for some reason. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I like the idea because it's come up twice now. There's a crystal sphere out there of like moderate size, such that you do occasionally encounter people from it, where every creature is just Adran. That's just a crystal sphere. It's just the Adran sphere, and you've seen like 3 Adrans out of the like thousands of people you've seen today, and it's like, what the
A
heck?
cyborg Adran, a cowboy Adran.
Yeah, naturally. Adran Space. I'm gonna have to add that to the list. It'll never come up though. But anyway, okay.
You don't know
wait.
that.
What is the stat in Adran Space?
I don't know.
The stat's just Adran.
Just
Everyone
Adran.
there has a +3 innately, but like new travelers have to rank themselves compared to Adran and decide how Adran they are.
Damn.
Anyway, I don't know. This is dumb. You could, I mean, unless you want to describe something more creative or like how you like straight up just try to kidnap the thing, you could also just make a reprogram check to just
Yeah,
hack it
I think
into
I'll just-
not caring.
I think I'll just do that. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, go for it. Roll to
It's a lot easier.
reprogram.
I got you.
With
And
the
what is that
goal
called?
of
I
being-
That's
I am
plus
here
hacking.
for your maintenance.
Methodist?
Okay.
I got a
please
9.
Type in.
a 9 on your reprogram. Okay,
Yep.
so on a 10 plus, the computer now does exactly what you had in mind. On a 7 to 9, though, you must choose an option below. So your code is buggy. The computer will misinterpret your intentions. Your code is inefficient. The computer will run very slowly, or your code isn't secure. It will only work for a short time. I imagine the reprogramming you're trying to do is just ignore your security specifications and obey my commands.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, which of those
Wait.
3 side effects would you like to also be the
Give me a
case due to your
slow one.
quick coding job?
Slow one is fine.
Okay, sounds good. So your code, you just like quickly like like load up some backup scripts that are in there and like just hack through the security system. But you
Please
do it in
stop,
like
Aaron.
30 seconds, so it's really slow. What were you
Your
saying, Patrick? Sorry.
Your description of how that works is hurting me. Please
Well,
stop.
I don't look. Okay, I don't know how the security aspect of programming works, and I know that's your job, but
Please stop. You're hurting me.
Let me ask him, say, like, what kind of bombs do you have?
Oh, any you'd be looking for. we got some nice fresh ones, freshly made. We got dynamite of all types. We've got let's see here. Ooh, this one's sticky. If you throw it at somebody, it'll stick to their back as he's like darting around, like holding up various like bombs and things. At one point he once again reaches behind his back and like pulls out an entire like piano, which comically takes up twice as much space as his actual stall, as he holds it like above the stall with a ridiculously extended arm. And if you're in the mood for dropping things on somebody, that works too. As he like makes it disappear behind his back again.
Uh-huh.
This
Cool.
coyote supplier.
Yeah, this is Acme the squirrel.
Let's go.
Let's see. What could I trade any of your items for?
Well, I don't know. What do you got?
Some human teeth.
How did you get human
And I
teeth?
pull out some
Oh.
human teeth from my back and I show him.
Oh, of course, because you can you just gotta conjure some human teeth because that's just what you're about. Sure.
Yeah.
So you produce like an entire set of human teeth just like sitting in a pile.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's a little freaky. I kind of like it. Okay. But can they explode?
I put them back in my pocket and pull out some that can explode.
What do you pull out?
Exploding teeth.
Oh, of
I
course.
got you.
I
Okay.
imagine it's just a
Just
tooth with
pockets.
a little fuse
Wait.
out of it.
Of
It's
course.
like those little gunpowder poppets that you throw on the ground.
Mhm.
They look like teeth.
Okay, now we're talking. Never seen one like this before. Okay, tell you what. We'll maybe have some sort of deal here. If can you make them explode into teeth?
Explode?
Like it pops off and turns into a bunch of more little teeth.
Oh,
What?
like a
would you
cannon
want
and
that?
shrapnel.
Yeah.
What?
Why
Oh,
would you
man.
want that?
Sometimes you want to throw some teeth bombs at someone and then have like their
Sometimes you wanna
floor
get
be covered
freaky.
in teeth. I don't know, man.
Just pull out
This
like
guy
a
this guy doesn't know that Bill is making them. He just assumes he has
No,
them.
that's true. Okay, hang on. No, I'm going too far. So you show him your little teeth bombs, and he's like,
I like these. All right. This seems like fair bargaining material. What do you want from me?
I want you to come with me and go on adventures and stuff.
Reasonable.
just kind of looks at you and is like,
Look, pal. I'm sure you got some kind of a great shtick going on, but I got a life here. What kind of adventures?
What any adventure that your mind can fathom.
That my mind can fathom?
Both are mine.
You see like a thought bubble appear in the air next to him, and it's just like him standing on the moon of like standing on the moon, like holding a just like a not holding, one of those like big jackhammer like detonate a bomb things, where you push the thing down into the ground.
He exposed a bunch of robo runners.
Yeah.
No, he like you can see the actual planet this moon is orbiting around in the distance, and it explodes as he like jumps around and cheers. And you see this visually. This thought bubble appears in space, and then disappears. How
how big is the thing we're gonna explode? I mean, what kind of adventures are you going on?
Well, right now I'm just trying to kill a bunch of mind flayers with these other
Mind
people.
flayers?
And as you say this, like he like quickly and comically runs around his entire shop as like clouds of dust fly up, and eventually all that's left is just like a comically tiny wooden crate, out of which his voice emanates.
Sorry, shop's closed.
I'm gonna pick up the crate and put it in my back pocket.
Wait, oh.
I didn't think about that.
You're mine now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, dude, you want to make a deal?
What sort of deal?
If you agree to come with me right now and make you rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. I have no use for currency.
Well, what do you have use for?
I await orders from my superiors. That is all.
Well, that's no fun.
True.